Honey, why is the house in such a mess? My closet is completely disorganized. Could it be that someone broke into her house? Call the police, quickly. Only thieves can make a mess like this in a house.
Anna, please think for a moment. Do you think thieves are that stupid? What kind of thief would come to a house that looks like ours? I mean, they'd have to be really desperate or high on drugs to want to come into our place. I mean, were they trying to steal our toilet paper? That's the only thing of value in this place.
Why aren't you talking like that? Our house may not be wealthy, but there's no need to say it like that.
In any case, it wasn't a thief. I was looking for anything of value, so I rummaged through your closet. But seriously, how come you don't have a single luxury handbag? Can a woman even be called a woman if she doesn't have a single luxury handbag?
Are you serious? Can you really say that to me right now? If you're that opinionated, why didn't you ever get one for me? Aren't you embarrassed that out of our 15 years of marriage, you spent 13 years eating and playing at home, wasting time? You didn't even get a part-time job to help me pay the bills. You just stayed home drinking beer, watching TV, and not doing anything productive. You have nothing to complain about. Why do you complain about not having money when you don't even work?
Each person has their own circumstances, so is there a need to compare with others? There are lives where people sweat and toil doing laborious work, lives where they sit comfortably in an office and earn a salary, and lives like mine where they don't have to do anything and provide emotional support to their family. The world is vast, and there are diverse occupations. I've done my best in my own position, and it's disappointing to be treated like a jobless person. I truly believe that I'm actively doing my part to help our family go through.
Is staying at home and eating a job? If that's a real job, then why don't you go and file your taxes? No one in the world calls that a job, Mark. You have to add less at the end to make that word make sense in your case. Don't raise my blood pressure with unreasonable talk. I'm already struggling right now.
As the head of this house, you shouldn't let your blood pressure rise. Okay, on the way home, I'll buy you a pack of your favorite strawberries, alright? By the way, prime ribeye beef is the best. Did you know that? It just melts in your mouth. It's a piece of fine art, if you ask me. No wonder people say that money is always the best. Restaurant meat smells and is tough, but high-quality prime ribeye steak has a different texture and an exquisite taste. I guess you do get what you pay for, at least when it comes to meat. I think I just ruined myself forever after eating this. That's why people hustle and use evil to earn money, I suppose, just for a bite of good food.
What? Prime ribeye? What are you talking about? Are you eating out right now? With what money? Where did you suddenly get money from to go out and eat meat? I know you don't work. Tell me where you got the money for all that food. You didn't rob, did you?
I told you earlier, didn't I? I rummaged through your closet and drawers. I also wanted to eat something delicious, so I had no choice but to do that. But you know what? I found only one valuable item in the closet. Just a gold bracelet, and an old one at that. You've been running tirelessly for 15 years, and the only valuable thing is just a gold bracelet? You're quite a pitiful and worthless woman yourself. Anyways, since the bracelet is just sitting in the wardrobe, I thought I could sell it and buy some meat to eat.
Did you not know the meaning behind that bracelet? Who are you to sell this anyway? Please just tell me that you robbed a bank or something. Better yet, I would be glad if you told me that you were on the streets begging for money. You seriously didn't sell that bracelet, right?
Why would I lie about that?
You've gone crazy, haven't you? That gold bracelet you mentioned is my late mother's heirloom, and it's the most precious thing to me. Go right now and find that bracelet again.
Didn't you just hear what I said? I said I already sold the bracelet and used that to eat steak. I'll repeat, I already sold it. How do you want me to bring it back? It's only natural to celebrate our son graduating from med school and becoming a doctor, right?
You're telling me that you just sold my stuff and you're using that money to stuff steak down your throat? Don't you have a conscience? And do you even have any friends while living secluded in your corner of the house? Since when have you been living such a socially acceptable life? You barely even get up to go take a shower. What I can't understand is why you're celebrating without our son when he has become the doctor.
What did you say? I can just see how much you treat me like trash just seeing how you think of me. So I went to have some steak with the woman. What does that have to do with you? Unlike you, who has become worthless with age, people still see me as being in my early 30s. So it's not strange for a woman in her 20s to be with me, right?
Anyone can see that you're an old man in his late 40s, so stop talking like a despicable person. And what? It's not like a crazy woman in her 20s is meeting you. A jobless person like yourself? Are you sure you're not dating a 40-year-old woman? I don't see why anyone so young would meet a jobless old pig. Ask that woman her exact age right now. Maybe she's similar to yours.
Every time you open your mouth, you belittle and disrespect me. You don't even know how to respect your husband just because you make a little bit of money. You ignore and boss me around. You always think that I'm the useless one in the family. You always made me feel useless. Even so, I'm a man who has a doctor as his son. My son's potential is my potential. You can see that by the women who show great interest in me because they know my son is a doctor, don't you think? My value has skyrocketed, hasn't it? Besides, guess what happened when I told the girls that I'll be managing Brian's salary? Women flocked to me like a moth to a flame, right? As I suspected, money is everything, and now I truly understand why you want to earn money so badly. You keep ignoring me while making a little bit of money each time.
Are you even in your right mind to say such a thing? What have you done for Brian to want his money so much? Are you trying to be an embarrassing father right now? You didn't really do anything to help him.
You really think I don't do anything for Brian? I did the most important thing. I found you, a wonderful stepmother who supported my son with all that you have. You married me 15 years ago and have been dedicated to me and our son until now. I understand that and I thank you for it. But I didn't beg you to do that. You did it because you wanted to. Have I ever asked you to give me money? I know you did all that for Brian after his money once he becomes a doctor. You were just purely after his money, I know that. How else would you have supported him all this time?
So now you're confessing that you're trash. I never thought of you that way because I am different from you. I always considered Brian as my own blood, and I've never asked anything from him.
You're saying that you won't ask anything from him? Then if I ask you to divorce me and leave the house, you won't have any objections?
What did you say? You want to divorce me?
You got it right. Let's get a divorce. Our son and a stepmother like you who only has a high school diploma clearly is not a good match, no matter how I think about it.
You're saying my son and I don't match not because I'm his stepmom, but because I only have a high school diploma? I didn't choose to stop my education at high school. I told you countless number of times that I had to work to feed the family.
No matter what you say, you're just a stupid woman who didn't even go to college. I've never seen someone around me who didn't receive proper education like you. At the very least, one has to graduate from college at this time and age to be considered a functioning human being.
Although I only graduated from high school, I have been working at a major company subcontractor for 25 years. And since I married you 15 years ago, I've been supporting our family with the money I earned. While you, with your college degree, were lounging around at home. I was living a challenging life as if I were on the battlefield. You, who graduated from college, have the audacity to belittle my academic background while living off the money I earn as a high school graduate? If I were you, I'd be too ashamed to utter such words.
If you don't like me that much, you could have divorced and left. You have been clinging to me reluctantly for 15 years. It's not because of my personality, is it? You lived with me because when you saw my handsome face, all the hardships of life disappeared, didn't you?
You can dream as much as you want, but couldn't you at least look in the mirror before saying such things? You're completely bald with a flabby head. Your belly protrudes like a watermelon. You don't even wash properly. And on top of that, you reek of alcohol and cigarettes. So we don't even sleep together, and you have your own separate room. I don't even understand where your confidence comes from saying that I live with you because of your face. The only reason I've been living in this house for 15 years is because of one person, Brian. I wanted to give warm, motherly love to Brian even during his adolescence, and I wanted to make sure his dream of becoming a doctor is realized. Knowing very well that I can't expect anything from you, who lacks responsibility, I couldn't help but turn away from you even more.
You've never even given birth to a child, so how would you know what maternal love is? Why do you act like you know what maternal love is? If you had such a strong maternal instinct, why didn't you just have a child then? Oh, right, you said you were infertile, weren't you? When we were married, after you had a miscarriage once, you told me that you couldn't get pregnant anymore. So in the end, it's because you're infertile that you're trying to rely on my son like your retirement plan, right?
When I was pregnant, my ex-mother-in-law harassed me every single day, so I had a miscarriage when I was 5 months pregnant. That was the decisive reason why I divorced my ex-husband. You know very well that I received treatment for depression because of that miscarriage, and yet you're deliberately provoking me with that past event, aren't you? All I wanted was to give all the love I could give to my unborn child, to Brian, who is my son born from my heart. But you find it amusing to mock my pure maternal instincts like that? Are you even a father to Brian?
Oh, really? Well, then, thank you very much for your service. Happy now? You know, life is short. You never know when you're gonna die. It's not wrong for me to want to live a little with a young woman in my remaining life, is it? If it's true that you don't expect anything from my son, show it through your actions. If you divorce me and leave my house, then I'll believe your words.
Oh my god, there are even fools who call a rented room their own house. This is such a joke. Fine, I get it. I'll leave. Since a useless husband like you is of no help anyway, divorce is more than welcome. I hope you find a young woman and live happily.
Where did you put Brian's belongings? All of Brian's things in the house are gone. He hasn't come home or responded to any contact since yesterday, so I went into Brian's room and found that there's nothing left. You should know what's going on right now.
Brian is with me right now. He said he has no intention of going to your house and that he wants to live with me.
That is absolute crap. You can't be serious right now. He will not live with you. Does it make any sense for my son to live with his stepmother instead of me? Have you lost your mind? Did you put up a show and pretend to be pitiful, shedding tears, and asked him to live with you? I know he has a kind heart, and you took advantage of it. After all the effort I put into making him a doctor, is it possible for him to be taken away by his divorced stepmother?
You think Brian is just a kid? He's not some kind of toddler that is under your care and custody. You have no influence over his life anymore. Brian can make his own decisions, and he decided to live with me because he wants to. Unlike you, he uses his brain when he thinks. Besides, did you really say that you made him a doctor with your efforts? It seems like you have crap in your head, as crap is coming out of your mouth. Think carefully with that pothead you have. You were unemployed for 15 years and didn't even care what Brian does with his life. All you cheered for was Brian's future salary, not his dreams. What did you do for Brian?
When I divorced Brian's biological mother, I insisted that I wouldn't hand over Brian's custody, and I fought for his custody. If it weren't for my efforts at the time, do you think Brian could have become a doctor? Brian is my only hope when I get old and weak. He is the only retirement plan that I have. But now, just as he's about to become a doctor, you're taking away my financial support? No matter how much you sacrificed for 15 years, you're nothing more than a stepmother. Only I, who gave him blood and flesh, have the right to enjoy everything Brian has. So send Brian to me quickly. I lied to my 28-year-old girlfriend. I told her that I would be managing the salary of my doctor son. That's how I got to be with her. If she finds out that my son has abandoned me, how do you think she's gonna react? I don't want to disappoint her. I want to marry her, have another child, and live comfortably.
Did you say you want to live with a woman who is the same age as her son? Come on, you can't be serious. Why is it me who's decent enough to be embarrassed by such things? So, that woman knows that she leached herself to an old man like you because of your money, and you're even considering marrying such a woman? I don't know if this means anything to you, but you're the single dumbest person I've ever met. I'm just glad Brian somehow did not inherit your brain cells and become a decent doctor. I don't know about you, but I'm very proud of him.
Look, I told you, it's not our son, it's my son. Brian is not your son, he is my son. It's evident that Brian is a golden goose laying golden eggs, but you shouldn't be so delusional about reality. You're nothing more than a stepmom. Besides, do you want me to call up my ex-wife about Brian becoming a doctor? When she finds out that Brian has become a doctor, she'll drop everything and rush to put on an act. Are you not afraid that she'll take Brian away? A woman with no conscience who abandoned her child and went after another man?
That woman already heard the news that Brian became a doctor, even without you telling her. You and that woman are like twins. Did you know that? From scheming to tear him apart just because Brian has achieved success to those heartless and remorseless actions. You and that woman both dodge responsibility for raising your child and take whatever you want. That woman went as far as visiting Brian's workplace and asking him to repay her debts, demanding a monthly allowance and making a scene in front of everyone. I can't understand why you divorced when you were such a perfect match in terms of neglecting your child. You two left a newborn Brian at his grandmother's house and lived as you pleased, and now you have the audacity to expect parental treatment? It's unbelievable. Brian says he won't see you two anymore. He told me that he considers his biological parents dead and will live with me as his mother. I should be grateful, shouldn't I? I have to say, it was difficult raising Brian for 15 years all by myself. Well, you dragged me down, so it would have been easier if I were alone, actually. But seeing him as a doctor, my efforts have not been in vain, so ultimately I am the winner. I hope you have a happy marriage with your 28-year-old girlfriend and live well. After all that, I blocked my ex-husband's contact information. So did Brian. He tried to reach us after we blocked his number several times, but he always slipped past it. But he didn't stop. That man even went to where Brian was, just like his ex-wife, and caused all sorts of trouble. When Brian told me what happened, my heart truly ached. It's painful to hear how his biological parents are making Brian go through such difficulties, and it seems like Brian is really struggling. My loving son, born from my own heart, is still living with me. Brian is making an effort to be so nice, even giving me a card to use for rent and living expenses. But I am grateful for his kind intentions and will never use the money he rightfully earned. I'm still working hard, and in the future, as long as my health allows, I don't want to burden my son, but rather help him more. Some of you who are watching this may think there's no need for me as a stepmother to try so hard for my stepson, but no matter what anyone says, in my heart, Brian is 100% my own biological child. I have no desires or wishes. I am truly satisfied as long as I have my son's unwavering trust in me, just like until now. Because I am his mother. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey, I'd like to make a complaint. The quality of the vegetables you're selling are so understandard. They're disgusting.
What? Are you sure they're from us?
Yes, obviously. They're all shaped weirdly and they don't even look fresh. I can't even believe your business is still standing.
Are these vegetables the one that were delivered this week? We do grow them all natural, but I really don't think we shipped out anything that was too badly out of shape. Do you have any photos I can examine to clarify your complaint?
What the hell? Are you saying that I'm freaking lying? Huh?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I just wanted to double check whether a bad one got accidentally mixed into your delivery. And if that was the case, we would happily send out another box free of charge. So I would need some kind of evidence to clarify that.
There's no need for me to give you evidence, damn it.
What do you mean?
If I say your quality is poor, then it's poor. They're a rotten bad excuse for vegetables. End of story. You really think I of all people would make a false claim? Your vegetables are obviously trashed. Who the frick can even make use of any of this?
Oh, well, I don't know what to say. Are you saying that they're in the trash? Is that why you can't take the photos now?
Huh? No, what the heck?
No.
Why would you even think that?
I mean, you said no one could make use of it and it's trashed. So I thought you meant you threw it all out.
No, I meant they were friggin' trashy. Can't you even understand English?
I see.
You know what? I don't like your attitude towards me. What makes you think that you can talk back at me like that when you're only a lowly subcontract farmer, huh?
Huh? Come again?
Normally, you should be the one bootlicking me here, even praising me for pointing out your dumb mistakes. I'm the one doing all the effort, having to try and sell all your gross vegetables over here in the supermarket. You should be more thankful to me. Normally, people don't even get the chance to get to talk with me. Now I know even your personality is a disgrace.
Of course I'm thankful for you doing business with us and selling our vegetables.
Your words are meaningless to me. Isn't there something you're forgetting about?
I apologize, but I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Wouldn't you normally send over a thank you gift or something to people that bother to do trade with you? Not even a letter of gratitude within the deliveries? Your service really does suck. Do you have no common sense whatsoever?
Oh, that's what you mean. I'm sorry, but we've never done stuff like that before. We've been doing trade with you ever since my father's generation. But I assure you there's never been any kind of gestures like that from the start. My father never mentioned anything like that, even after I took over. I'm sorry, I've never heard of any traditions like that before.
But you're a woman, right? You're meant to be more caring, aren't you?
Excuse me?
Your father was well known for being a really skilled farmer, and also he was a guy, meaning that he could actually understand the concept of farming. So obviously that helped him get away with it. But you're just an old hag that's a mere low-life farmer that has no real background of your own. Yet you still want the business to keep going even when there's nothing special about you, right? Then you should really step up your game, honey. You need to put in that extra effort to keep the traders still interested.
You're being extremely rude to me. I will not allow your disgusting behavior towards me. You started out making a complaint about our vegetables, but in reality, there's really nothing wrong with them, is there?
Oh, you're making a complaint against me, hag? You're pathetic. You're just a lowlife. What are you gonna do? Do you really want to know the consequences of talking back to me like that? How dare you criticize me? I can say whatever I want.
Julian, please, let's talk more professionally here. I apologize, but we have been doing very good trade with your business for a very long time now, have we not? The person who was in charge before you was so much nicer. I really hope that our relationship with your company would continue for so much longer, but is that going to be a problem for you?
It was all according to how you'd react to my complaint. But now I've determined that the future trade with you guys will be impossible for us. It's too late for you to regret about your attitude now.
I apologize, but you've really caught me off guard here. I'm sorry if I made you feel I had an unreasonable attitude, but your words really did cut deep into me. Sir, we're an honest business that never overprices our stock. Our trade is completely based off of trust and the quality of our products. I just wanted to let you know that at the very least.
Oh wow, still talking back to me. This is why we don't like women operating businesses. Alright, if that's how you're gonna do things, then I have plans of my own. The day you start regretting every single one of your messages will come very soon. Just you wait and see. I'll get done with you real soon.
What do you mean? Julian? Morning. Have you met the new person in charge of Woolly Supermarket?
Morning. Oh, yeah, I do. He's actually become the person in charge for all the other farmers doing trade with Woolly.
What do you think about him?
What do you mean?
Like his reputation. I don't think I like him too much.
Well, for me at least, he was really polite and friendly. He even gave me a gift as a sign of appreciation for continuing partnership. Must be a culture thing or something. I think he's Lebanese. Well, I guess it's kind of expected of him, as he's now one of the highest boarding members of the Agriculture Union. But he did kind of have a negative attitude towards the other farmers and even my wife. So I don't think I'll be able to like him too much.
Oh, I thought so. I think he's going around judging people based on their status. He's revolting.
What happened? Was he rude to you too? Apparently he was making a complaint to my wife about the number of deliveries of our products and whatnot. Did he say something similar to you as well?
He made a ridiculous complaint about how our vegetables are not good enough quality for him, which they certainly weren't. Not just that, he even said all these rude things, putting me down and saying I was a low-life farmer. He ended the whole conversation by saying that he would make me regret having an attitude or something. I do admit saying that I was offended by him and all, but I clearly wasn't the one giving the bad attitude. I just really hope he doesn't actually go on to do something unnecessary that'll mess the whole business up. He seems really unpredictable.
Wow, I am stunned. He was really that bad? Well, nevertheless, if he does anything funny, he's the one who's gonna regret it.
Really? What do you mean?
He's completely looking down on us farmers, right? Mocking us and everything, thinking we're lower class, right? Then we should just show him just how much influence we farmers have over the industry.
Yeah, you're right. I was feeling so small, but now you've made me realize there's really no need for me to be listening to his words.
Yeah, exactly. Let's show him the bitter consequences of all his inappropriate actions. There's no way we're just gonna put up with this toxic attitude. We'll screw him over if he ever tries to actually double-cross us.
All right, sounds good to me. I feel so much more relieved now. Thanks. I knew talking to you was the right thing to do. I'll contact you again as soon as I sense any weird activity in the trade. Hi, just a reminder that we're yet to receive confirmation of the number of products that are needed to be shipped today. Also, please give us confirmation whether it's okay to ship the same amount as usual tomorrow. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I totally forgot to let you know. We're completely discontinuing business with you. You can forget about your contract with us as well.
What did you say?
So now you know just how dispensable and minor subcontract farmers like you really are. This is why I warned you about your attitude towards me before. You should have never opposed against my opinions without properly acknowledging your own pitiful status in this industry.
You're insane! You can't cancel the contract on the day of delivery.
We're never gonna do business with you ever again. Guess you gotta say goodbye to your farm now. You stupid woman. You thought you could really pull it off in the farming industry.
You have already reserved for $300,000 worth of produce from us. Are you seriously going to cancel all your orders now?
Yeah, exactly. We can choose to do whatever we want when we want. Now that's the difference between you and us. We're a major supermarket and you're just a good-for-nothing countryside farmer. It's a no-brainer who has more power and jurisdiction over this industry.
This isn't about who has the most power and whatnot. If you really do cut your contract with us right now without having notified us prior, this will become a huge breach, as well as a matter of broken trust. Are you sure you really want to do this?
Yeah, whatever, who cares? You're not any of our problems anymore.
And your superiors also have approved of this as well?
No, this is purely my own jurisdiction. I found another vegetable farm that does business for way cheaper than you guys. By swapping you guys for them and ending up saving a whole lot of bucks for the company, I would surely gain more praise from my superiors. So I don't need your poor quality farm run by bozos being a part of our trade anymore. See? Trade partners are merely indispensable. Yeah, you guys are gonna be bankrupt. Sorry, Hagrid.
Unbelievable. You're really so toxic. So, you admit that you went ahead acting on your own, terminating business with us without even consulting or getting approval from your superiors? Fine. If that's how you want it, then we'll have to act accordingly as well. We are going to fight back.
Are you really that stupid? I'm saying that we're completely cutting ties with you. You can't do anything about it anymore. After this conversation is over, there's no way of making contact with us ever again. If you want to make a complaint, then you should blame no one other than yourself. This is all your fault for rebelling against an almighty board member at Woolly. You're the one who let all your fellow farmers down. How pitiful. Now that you're going out of business, you'll have plenty of time to reflect upon your own dumb mistakes. So, that's it. I'm canceling all and every delivery from your farm to make room for the cheaper farm I found. If your father had still been around, maybe there would have been a chance for you guys to be able to do something with the $300,000 worth of extra produce. But too bad you're the one in charge now. Your lack of business skills is going to make them all go to waste now. That really goes against your motto of being the most environmentally friendly farm, huh?
Shut up already with your nonsense. We are going to shut down your company.
That's so cute.
I'm serious. You have crossed the line way too far. Cancel our deliveries all you like. There's no going back now, and you are going to pay big time.
What are you talking about, Hagrid? Gonna throw some large pumpkins at us? Please, our company's located on the top of a floor of a skyscraper, huh? What can you, a lowly farmer from the countryside, ever do about this?
A company that instantly makes a breach of contract on the spot for finding a cheaper source of produce elsewhere? We should be the ones refusing business with you guys. You're gonna regret ever getting on my nerves. Just you wait. That day is gonna come very soon.
I'd like to see you try. Oh, wait, but all you really do all day is moan and sell rotten vegetables. That's even worse. Any effort you make will prove to be fruitless. Good luck, bozo.
We'll show you just how much potential we farmers have. Just you wait and see, you toxic scum.
What the frick did you just do?
Oh, hello again. What are you talking about?
You friggin' know what this is about. All of our subcontract farmers suddenly canceled their contracts with us right after we had our conversation. They're saying that it's their agronomical power or something? What the hell? What the frick is happening?
What's happening? Guess we gotta add stupid under your name as well. I simply did what I said I would. Make you regret. Our farmers' union will never partner with you ever again. Good for you, you found some other cheaper place to get your products, right? I guess it's all in right timing for you.
Even then, one farm isn't going to be enough to fulfill the requirements of a major supermarket. I know you know that. Stop playing dumb. Please, at least do something about the dairy farm. It's the biggest problem for us if we don't get them back on our contracts. We have a dairy factory to run to make exclusive woolly products. How frickin' dare you? How the heck did all of this happen?
Well, I guess you are in a bit of a pickle now. I suppose being rude to the farmers actually had a consequence. My, isn't it wonderful how you can learn something every day?
I'm being serious here. Tell me right now what the frick you did.
Well, Julian, it all started when you acted all rude to us, did it not? So naturally, all our farmers were already sick and tired of you being a pain in the butt, even though you only just transferred here. Everyone had already decided that they didn't like you being in charge of the trade. That's the gist of it.
That's messed up. Business is friggin' business. Why would their well-being get in the frickin' way? That should have nothing to do with it.
You should really watch your attitude.
Huh? What for?
How are you able to think that you're so great, by the way? Do you really understand your own status here?
What are you saying?
Your company is going to go broke, and it's all going to be your fault.
Look who's talking. All your friends canceled their contracts. What are you guys gonna do for trade now, huh? Are you guys friggin' morons?
Just like you said, trade partners are indispensable. There are other places we can go for business. All we have to do is make contracts with another supermarket. There's really no trouble for us. To top it off, the penalty we'll get from your supermarket is really gonna help us with continuing our business. Thanks.
Huh? Penalty? Why the frick would we give you penalty money? Your friends are the ones that canceled their contracts with us on the spot. We're the ones under significant economic damage now because of all these stupid farmers. And I'm in danger of being held for all the responsibility when you guys are the ones that acted all irrationally. I demand you do something about this now.
Whatever do you mean by me doing something for you? You're the one that said that our relationship is completely gone. Also, the person that started canceling contracts on the spot was none other than you. You're the one who started all this.
Yeah, still, things are not running in my favor. Do something.
And also, the breach of contract was done with your own sole judgment, right? So obviously, you should be the one to take all the responsibility for all this. Make sense yet, clever boy?
Well, maybe, just maybe, the responsibility for canceling on you is mine. But what about the other farmers, huh?
The other farmers also testified that you bribed them and forced them to buy you gifts of sorts and do things for you that have nothing to do with the trade. So, as I said, because of all the things you did, they decided themselves that they didn't want to trade with you any longer as well. They all wanted to fight back as well, like me.
Huh? Bribing? How dare you? I've never done anything of the sort. That's purely their own misunderstanding. It's a sign of respect they should all be doing anyway.
Don't think you can talk your way out of this now. We've recorded every one of your messages and conversations.
Huh? What for?
We had all been preparing for this very day, because we could clearly tell that you were bound to do something just like you did to me. We worked together to gather all the proof that we would need to take our revenge. Now, that's what you call trust in a business. See, this is why it's important to have actual evidence to prove your complaint. Learned your lesson? So, looks like we'll be saying our goodbyes to you very soon, too.
I didn't know that you guys were preparing something like that. That's not fair. Whatever you have nothing whatsoever that proves I did anything wrong. You're over-exaggerating all of this.
Over-exaggerating, you say? Perhaps you're just not understanding the absurdity of your actions. Even just the sole action where you canceled our orders is a huge issue. It's solid proof of just how much you look down on us farmers. You've never had any concern for us from the very start.
Oh, come on. That was just giving a tit for tat.
You canceled $300,000 worth of trade. This isn't child's play. And we're gonna make things fair and square. It's either you go down or the company does. I wonder which one your seniors would choose,
Wait, no. Okay, I apologize. I was in the wrong.
Well, yeah. Obviously, we all know that by now.
But could you please let me off the hook? Just understand that this is not my fault. My father raised me like this. I'll even recontinue our contract. We can start business again, and I'll even order $600,000 worth of produce this time. So, can you please make talks with the other farmers? Please? We can all continue with our contracts again. Then, there's no need to use all your evidence now, right? Please, I'm begging you, please don't send them to the company. We could all go back to being happy again.
Do you really think I would do something for you now? You're only sorry because we got you. And obviously everyone else hasn't taken all this lightheartedly. Your little dumb apologies will hardly have any effect now. It's out of the question.
Then what am I supposed to do now? I have a whole life, you know? You can't do this.
My friends are already at the company now in regard to the situation, and they're showing your seniors the evidence right now as we speak. The only deal we're going to accept to resume our contracts is by having you fired from the company on the spot.
Huh?
I guess we'll just wait for your seniors' decision, shall we?
That means I could actually get fired right now. What? You can't do this. What good is that gonna do? I can't be fired. No way. Stop or you'll suffer.
We've all already suffered enough, and now it's time for you to pay. We'll finally go back to running our valuable business just the way it should be. And oh, I just got the message. They're on their way to your office right now to fire you.
Help! Help! No, Mrs. Potts, please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do anything bad ever again. I promise.
It's too late for that now. I wonder who was the one that ended up regretting their actions, huh? You should have never made light of us farmers. You rotten bad excuse of a human. After all my farmer friends canceled their contracts and requisitioned penalty fees for all the numerous breaches of contracts by Julian, the company went into a huge frenzy. When the conditions to revoke our demands were laid out, the board members didn't think twice before grabbing Julian by the collar. Although Julian did a pitiful job of saying all the excuses he could think of to get out of being fired, his seniors did not care one bit to reason. He was fired right on the spot in front of all my friends. By doing so, the company was saved from having a huge calamity happen within the business. The board members also thanked us for revealing his true colors and deeply apologized for never taking their complaints about Julian seriously before. As a result of this affair, the bond between our farmers and the major supermarket company grew even stronger. Revisions of the old contracts were even made, and now everybody works under much better circumstances than before. I guess it's true when they say that a rainbow lies behind every storm cloud. I refuse to stay miserable about this whole conflict for my own well-being, so therefore have decided to remember Julian as a blessing in disguise. But one thing I have learned for sure is that if you're rude to someone, it will certainly come right back at you to bite you in the butt.
Hey, Mina, there was something that I wanted to ask you. Is the house that your parents used to live in really empty?
Yeah, nobody lives there right now. It's been empty ever since they moved abroad last year.
I guess they don't really need that house anymore then.
What are you saying? It's still their property, and I'm sure they'll do something about it eventually.
They're probably just gonna break it down. I doubt it's gonna have any value. Would it be okay if I dealt with that house?
What do you mean, deal with it? I don't think they'd ask you to do anything to their property.
You really are an uppity woman, aren't you? Do you really have to question everything that I do?
What did you just say to me?
You're so difficult to talk with. I much prefer talking to Lisa, Alan's wife. She's such a kind girl and is also very cute. The complete opposite of an old hag like you.
I agree that she's a very kind person and is much younger than me. However, that doesn't have anything to do with my parents' house. You also don't need to insult me like that.
It does, actually. We're all planning to move in together with Lisa and Alan.
You guys are gonna live together?
Yeah, I think I would enjoy living with them. I could never imagine moving in with a woman like you. Anyway, We were just looking for a place that's big enough for us to live together.
That's why you're asking me about my parents' place? Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to let you live there. I'm currently discussing with my siblings what to do with that house.
I had no idea that you had siblings. You should have told me.
I thought I introduced them to you at my wedding. Did you forget already?
Who knows, because I never pay much attention to the things that you say. Your parents' place is pretty big. There's no way that you guys are gonna need all that land.
Are you listening to anything I say to you? There's no land available that you can use. Even if there was, we wouldn't just give it to you for free. I think that it would be a lot quicker if you guys looked elsewhere for a plot of land to build a house.
This is the reason why I absolutely hate you.
Wait, what did you just say?
I hate you! What, you can't read? I'm the mother of your husband. You need to treat me better. There's no way you should be rejecting any of my requests to you. I don't understand why you can't be normal and just give me that house.
I personally don't think that's a normal thing to do at all. Anyway, would you please just look elsewhere for a place to live? Even if I wanted to give you that house, I can't. It's not my property. It's my family's property.
I really don't get why Mike had to marry a woman like you. I have no idea how he fell for someone that's so selfish and mean. Are you not embarrassed by your own actions?
I'm not embarrassed at all because I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. All I'm doing is telling you that you can't live in my parents' house.
I really dislike the way you talk to me as well. You try to sound smart when you're just an idiot. Why don't you try to learn how to talk from Lisa? She's very polite and a pleasure to talk to.
Well, I'm sorry if you don't like how I talk. I'm a completely different kind of person to her, and I think that we both have different strengths and weaknesses. I don't intend to copy her at all, as that's not who I am.
You're disagreeing with me again. Just how arrogant do you have to be?
I'm not trying to be arrogant at all.
That's it. I've had enough of you. I'm gonna do what I want with your parents' house.
What are you talking about? I told you that you can't have that place. It's not even up to me. It's not your property, so stay away.
Everything that I say is final. I don't have to listen to what you say. You can use this as an opportunity to learn to listen to me. There's no point trying to argue with me as I'm superior to you. I hope that the next time I ask you for something, you agree with me right away.
You can't just force me to give you that house. If you need a large place to live together with them, please go to a real estate agent. If they really do want to live with you, you can ask them to help you look for a house. Don't you dare try to steal my parents' place.
We've already talked about this and decided that we want your parents' place.
So they're on your side about this?
Of course they are. We discussed our options and decided that we want to use the land your parents' house is built on. You're the only one that hasn't agreed to this idea.
Why did you think it would be okay as long as the three of you agree? None of you have any claim to that house. I'm telling you that you cannot have that house. I really don't understand why you thought I would ever just let you have it.
Why are you being so selfish? No one in your family is using that house. It's a huge waste.
You're going to make matters even more complicated if you live there. We're not talking about this anymore. The answer is no. Hey, your mom is saying some crazy things to me again.
No, you can just ignore her as usual. She says weird and crazy things all the time.
This time it's a lot worse than usual. I have a really bad feeling if I just ignore her. That's why I'm discussing it with you. I'm not sure what I should do about her.
Is that bad? What did she say to you?
She's telling me that she wants the land that my parents' house is built on. She wants to use the land to build a large house so that her, Lisa, and Alan can move in together.
Wait, what? They're all planning to live together?
Yeah, and the scary thing is that they both agree with her idea of taking my parents' place. Are they just as insane as her?
Yeah, they're definitely not normal. I don't know Lisa very well, but I do know what kind of a person Alan is. He thinks just like her, and I think I know the reason why they want to move in together.
I didn't know that. What do you think the reason is for them moving in together all of a sudden? It seems a little out of nowhere to me.
I think they've always wanted to live together. He was always her favorite child and got treated so nicely by her. They probably just miss each other a lot.
That's not a bad thing, though. It's kind of cute that they get along so well.
I guess, but not when they work together to try steal your parents' place. I think that things might get a little annoying if we don't do something about it.
Exactly. I agree with that completely. I have no idea why they thought that I would just let them have the place. She was telling me that I should listen to everything that she says because she's my mother-in-law. I told her that my parents' place had nothing to do with that, but she didn't listen to me at all.
I'm sorry that she treated you that way. She just doesn't have any morals whatsoever. I also heard that he was having some troubles lately. That might be one of the reasons they suddenly asked you for the house.
What kind of trouble is he having?
I'll tell you when I get home. It's a long story.
I've decided to have your parents' house.
What are you talking about? I thought I said no to you already.
Actually, I don't really need the house itself. I just want the land it's built on. We're gonna use this beautiful plot of land to build our new house on.
What plot of land are you talking about?
Stop acting like you don't know. I'm talking about the land that your parents' house is built on. We're just about to demolish the house so that we can build a new house here.
You're not serious. You can't just do something like that.
None of your family is using this place anyway. There should be no problem at all with me taking it down. Why don't you be more supportive of our happy future? The house we're planning to build here is going to be so amazing.
Are you actually insane? What are you talking about? Did you say that you were about to demolish your house? You better not touch the house.
It's too late for that. Me and my family are tearing the place down right now.
There's no way you're allowed to do such a thing without our permission.
We've already smashed the walls down. I think that you have no choice but to give us the permission now.
Wait, what? You smashed down the walls?
We're gonna break down what we can by ourselves. Then we're gonna hire some professionals to demolish the rest and remove all the waste from the building.
I'm sorry, but I still can't process what you're telling me. Are you seriously destroying my parents' house right now?
That's what's happening. How many times do I have to say it to you? We're demolishing this house so that we can build our own house on this beautiful plot of land. The house was already really old, so you guys should be grateful that we're demolishing it for you. You can come over to visit us sometimes if you really want.
That's not my parents' house that you're demolishing.
Don't start with your stupid mind games.
I'm serious. I have no idea what you're demolishing right now. My parents' house no longer exists.
What are you talking about? The house is right in front of me.
If what you're saying is really true, then you're gonna be in big trouble. Were you serious when you said that you were breaking the wall?
Yes, I'm serious. We're smashing down the wall to your house right now. Alan and Lisa are helping me out.
You guys really are crazy. And I think that there's been a huge misunderstanding between us. My parents' house was demolished last week. It no longer exists.
There's no way that's possible. You must be lying to me again. There's a house right in front of me.
How did you even get to that house? I don't remember telling you the address to my parents' place.
I just came to the address that was written on the Christmas cards your parents sent us a few years ago.
You just entered the address into Google Maps, didn't you? The place is in the countryside, so the maps aren't that accurate. You probably mistook the neighbor's house for my family's house. Our neighbors are absolutely crazy.
You're just making all this up, right? I'm not gonna fall for your lies.
Was their front garden full of trash? Our neighbors are very unhygienic and never take their trash out. You were saying the building looks old and worn down, so I think I'm correct.
Yeah, the entire place was full of trash. The place looked really old as well, so that's why I demolished it. I was doing you a favor. It wasn't the sort of place where a human can live.
Well, that's our neighbor's house for sure. I think that they have some mental issues. Their house was always full of trash and rodents. When we live there, we try to avoid them as much as possible. I guess you guys are gonna have to talk to them after what you've done.
Did you say to me that you guys already demolished your own house? Are you telling me that this empty plot of land next to this house is your land?
It used to be our land. It's not our property anymore because we sold it.
Wait, what? You guys sold it?
Yep, we demolished the house first because it was getting really old. We got the entire area cleaned and then we just sold the land. That area is actually very popular and we managed to sell the plot of land right away.
You've got to be kidding, right? You guys sold this land already.
That's what I just told you.
Why did you guys sell it so suddenly? No one was doing anything about it for an entire year.
It took an entire year because we were discussing what we wanted to do with the house. There were a lot of potential options. One of us could have started living there, but we then found out it was a little too old to safely live there, and I already told you about the neighbors. We thought about repairing the place, but the quote was a little expensive. It took us a while to finally decide to demolish the house and just sell the land. That's why the house was left empty for a year.
Why didn't you tell me about that? I had no idea about it.
Our parents decided to give the house to me and my siblings when they moved abroad. They said we could do whatever we wanted to do with it. We were discussing what to do with it in private.
They just gave you the house? It's not fair. You should have told me that you guys had plans for the house. I can't believe your parents got to move abroad as well. I'm so jealous of them. We can't even afford to move to a new house in this country.
There's no point complaining to me about that. Moving to Italy was one of my father's dreams since he was young. We decided to use the money that we got from selling this house for our parents. We're gonna build them a new house at the country they moved to. Can't thank them enough for raising us. I don't feel any gratitude toward you, though.
You really are a rude, arrogant woman, aren't you? I no longer think of you as part of my family. I don't need someone like you in my family because you never listen to what I tell you to do. Please, would you get a divorce with Mike and disappear so I never have to see you again?
I don't plan on getting a divorce, but we don't plan on ever seeing you again. I guess we finally agree on something.
What do you mean by that?
We both decided that we don't want to have anything to do with you in the future. We're both going to cut all ties with you.
Wait, what? You're both cutting ties with me.
You must be delighted that you get to cut ties with me. It's a shame that he also decided to cut ties with you.
I don't plan on cutting ties with him at all. He's my son, after all. There's no way that we're never gonna see each other. Are you stupid? How could you even say such a thing? You really are so immoral.
I should be the one saying that to you.
Why is that? I have not done anything wrong in my life.
Do you really not realize what you've managed to do? You made a mistake and completely demolished a stranger's house. I didn't see how bad it is myself. However, from what you've told me, it sounds really bad.
It's no problem at all, actually, because we ran away. I don't think they're ever gonna find out that it was us that did it. Even if they did somehow find out that it was us, we're gonna be fine. We thought that it was your house. It was all just a misunderstanding. If anything, we're gonna blame it on you, so you should be prepared.
Are you serious? I'm pretty sure that what you've done is a huge problem. It's gonna be a lot of money that you owe to them. Are you guys gonna be okay? I thought that Alan was in some huge debt and that's why he wanted to move in with you. He was planning to save some money by asking you to pay for the living expenses, right?
What are you talking about? Stop making up so many lies.
Wait, you didn't know about that? I heard that he's in a lot of debt from gambling. Lisa also buys so many high-brand items that they both have no money left. They couldn't pay the rent for their apartment and they got kicked out. That's why they suddenly asked to move in with you. I guess you really didn't know about any of this.
Are you serious? I thought that they asked to move in with me because they liked me so much.
So you finally understand what's going on. They're only wanting to live with you for the money. Also, if you didn't break the walls of the wrong house, you would still be in trouble. I would have reported you to the police for destroying my family's property. One more thing, our neighbors have multiple CCTV cameras around their house.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I told you that they're a weird family. I don't think they want other people coming near their house that much. I don't know what they do in there, but it's probably illegal. I'm sure they're going to be absolutely furious when they find out about this. Are you finally starting to realize how serious this all is?
Maybe I did cross the line this time. Do you think I'm gonna be in trouble?
Of course you're going to be in trouble. I'm sure the police are going to have to get involved.
This is all your fault. You better help me out of this.
No, this is all your fault, so you need to take responsibility for what you've done. Even if you didn't have the wrong house, you'd still be in trouble. I hope that this finally teaches you a lesson. You can explain this all to the police when they come to get you. Make sure that you never contact me again. Don't forget that we're both cutting ties with you completely. The neighbors decided to call the police as soon as they saw what had happened to their house. Mary was caught by the police right away as there was so much evidence left on the CCTV cameras. Andrew and Lisa decided to blame everything on her and ran away. They also decided to steal all the money that she had before disappearing completely. Nina and Mike ended up cutting ties with her completely. She wanted to ask them for help, however, they'd blocked her number. She ended up losing all her money and family. On top of all that, she was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Maybe she'll be a decent human being by the time she gets out. Maybe. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.
Hey, are you Martin? Martin Gulliver?
Yeah, that's me. Who is this?
Oh, cool. My name is Nathan. You probably don't know me.
Yeah, I don't know any Nathans. Can I help you with anything?
Boy, have I got some news for you. You might want to sit down for this, bro.
Sure, if you say so. Is everything all right?
Sorry to tell you this, buddy, but I'm your wife's boyfriend.
Huh? What are you saying?
Yeah, sorry you had to find out this way, but it's true. The other day she left her phone unlocked, so I went through it and found your number. I'll get straight to the point. I saw her at our high school reunion last year, and we got talking. One thing led to another, I took her home, and long story short, she's been my woman ever since then.
Did you say high school reunion?
Yeah, I thought I should be a good guy and let you know your girl's been stolen.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Where did this high school reunion take place?
Just downtown in the city center, at an all-you-can-eat place by the Performing Arts Center. You might know it?
Oh yeah, I've been there before a few times. Interesting.
Anyway, your wife and I were classmates back in the day. She sat in front of me in math, and I would always copy her homework. Well, back in the day, she used to be one of those stereotypical shy, awkward, nerdy types with no friends, so I had zero interest in her whatsoever. But when I saw her last year, I was blown away by how much she's changed. You sure got yourself a hot, outgoing wife there, you stud. Too bad she's not loyal to you, though. We managed to sneak out of the party without being noticed. I took her back to my place, and the rest is history. It was easy, to be honest. She must be unsatisfied with you or something, because she didn't even try to act coy about it. Ever since then, we've been having a passionate love affair behind your back. I bet you never suspected a thing, huh? Seriously, though, it blows my mind every time I see her. How did you transform her into such a babe? She's totally different from how I remember. Lucky me, I guess.
Huh, well then. What was the point of you telling me all this? Did you just come to gloat?
No. I did have a reason to contact you about this. Let me cut to the chase. The truth is, your wife is actually pregnant with my baby.
Are you sure about that?
Positive. So, in summary, that means you guys have got to divorce ASAP before the kid arrives. That's the gist of what I wanted to say. All good?
Do you mind if I ask a few questions?
Go ahead, bro.
When did this happen?
When did what happen?
The pregnancy. How many weeks along is she?
She should be in her 26th week by now.
If that's the case, then shouldn't she be showing pretty clearly by now?
Yeah, you really didn't notice? I wouldn't have been surprised if you'd already found out the truth by now. It's pretty obvious.
I think you've got this wrong. My wife doesn't look pregnant in the slightest.
Seriously? You haven't noticed anything? Man, she wasn't joking when she said you guys don't get along. Do you even look at your own wife, bro? I guess you guys just aren't compatible after all.
I don't agree with that. I get along great with my wife. I would have noticed if something like this was going on.
Okay, man, whatever you say. Then, can I ask you some questions this time?
I feel like I'm not gonna like this, but go ahead, I guess.
You've got another woman in your life, don't you? Your side girl.
Huh? What? No, I don't.
You don't need to play dumb with me. So, now that we've established I know your secret, let me explain. I want you to divorce your wife, but I don't want her to have to pay alimony. You get it, right? I was racking my brain thinking of a way to get out of it when who passes me in the street? You, hand in hand with that tan babe. Yep, I saw it. So I followed you guys and saw you both go into that fancy apartment in the rich part of town. So now you're in double trouble. You think a married man can get away with buying his secret lover a fancy apartment to use as your love nest? I've gotta admire your guts, if nothing else.
And you sure have some nerve trying to give me this high and mighty attitude. Seriously, what's with the moral lecture when you started this conversation by telling me my wife is pregnant with your baby? Double standards, much?
That goes for both of us, doesn't it? We're in exactly the same boat, so let's get along, yeah?
No, I don't think so. There's been a misunderstanding. That fancy apartment you saw me go into is where I live at the moment.
What's that?
And that tan girl you saw me with is my wife.
Yeah, right. You think I'm gonna believe such an obvious lie? Don't try and get out of this, man, or at least come up with a more entertaining story if you're gonna bother lying. Let me get back to what I was saying and spare me the excuses this time.
Have you finally arrived at the point then?
Yeah, the point is both you and your wife are having affairs. So, your married life is more or less over at this point, right? There's no way you're gonna continue like this, so there should be no issue with you guys divorcing. And you won't have any lingering feelings for each other either. Moreover, the cheating is mutual, so let's just agree not to charge anyone alimony, alright? Neither of us want that. So can you guys just get a divorce already?
I don't think I can go along with your suggestion since, I'm not even cheating in the first place, as I already said.
Oh, come on, don't be ridiculous. Are you sure you want to keep denying it? Think about it, man. This is actually a great opportunity. If anything, I think you'd be crazy not to agree to go along with it.
Look, Nathan, I really don't think we're on the same page here. You need to get your facts straight.
Alright, I get it.
You do? Really?
Yeah, this is a lot to take in, and you're probably panicking right now about having been found out, not to mention your wife being pregnant with another man's baby.
Good grief, you're a stubborn guy.
I'll be a bro and give you some time, since I'm a nice guy. But don't forget, it's my kid that's in your wife's belly. You can't change that. You should get a divorce before it's too late. And no alimony charges, yeah?
You don't give up, do you? For now, let's just leave the conversation here.
Alright, be that way. We should decide on a time limit for your response, though. I know. I'll give you a week to figure things out.
Fine then, a week it is, I guess.
And you better not try run away from the situation by blocking me or something like that. Don't forget, I know where you live. Or at least where you go to see your lover.
I get it already, I won't run away. And anyway, after such a weird, disturbing conversation, I can't just leave the situation as it is. What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said.
Well, whatever. I'll be waiting for your response. And remember, no alimony. Hey man, what's up? It's Nathan again. So, what did you end up deciding?
It hasn't even been a week, you know?
Yeah, I just couldn't wait. I'm an impatient man. Anyway, if you think about it logically, it shouldn't take long for you to come to a conclusion. You don't need a week to think it over, do you? Even a monkey could figure out what the best option for both of us is here. Like I said, we're in the same boat after all. So, what's the verdict?
Yeah, about that. I do have a response for you, but I don't think you're gonna like it. So, while I was looking back through all your weird, crazy messages, I had a thought. You could say I had a feeling in my gut about what might be going on. So, to confirm my suspicions, I contacted a certain someone I had in mind.
And who's that?
I'm talking about Faith's mother. I figured out everything once I talked to her. Turns out my hunch was right.
So, what happened? What did you find out?
Just to confirm, when you talk about my wife, you mean Faith, right?
Yeah, duh. Who else would I be talking about? Do you really have to ask? So, what did your detective skills dig up, Sherlock?
Well, let me start out by explaining a few things. You should know that my wife is from Spain.
Huh? Since when? Faith can't speak a word of Spanish.
You said you saw me go into an apartment hand in hand with a tan girl, right? That's my wife, like I told you before. I wasn't lying.
Wait, are you actually serious?
I went to Spain a few years ago to pursue a business opportunity. I met her there and we ended up getting married shortly after. And by the way, she came to the US for the first time in her life 2 months ago. She was born and raised in Spain, so I think that kind of puts a hole in your saying that you met her at a high school reunion. Do you see why I've been so confused by your messages now?
Hold on a minute. If you're telling the truth, then what's the deal with Faith? Did she lie to me or what? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I mean, in her phone, your number is registered as Martin, husband, so it has to be you. I mean, why else would she write that?
Faith is my ex-wife.
Your ex?
We split up 5 years ago.
What the hell? Are you kidding me with this? Don't do this to me, man.
I have no idea why she wrote that in her cell phone, but we genuinely haven't seen each other in person since the divorce, and she's never tried to get in touch with me or anything.
So wait, huh? This doesn't make sense. Does that mean Faith is actually single, then? Then this whole thing was just a giant misunderstanding. Well, that's relief. You had me worried there for a minute, but I guess there was never any problem to begin with if she's actually single. We can just get married normally then.
I hate to burst your bubble, but you've got that wrong too.
Wait, really? Then what's going on?
The reason Faith and I split up in the first place is because she was cheating on me with another guy. I went to Spain around the same time that she married him.
Whoa, seriously?
Yeah, she had an affair with the guy and then married him once the divorce was finalized.
No kidding. I had no idea.
Returning to the subject at hand, like I said, I contacted Faith's mother and asked her a few questions. And I hate to be the one to break this to you, but she told me pretty clearly that Faith has zero intention of marrying you or divorcing her current husband for that matter.
She lied to me?
I have no idea, but at any rate, she told everyone that the baby is her current husband's. She was planning to stay married to her husband and continue to hide the truth about the real father.
No way. That can't be right. How could she do something like that?
I don't know, but since you went to the trouble of getting in contact with me to tell me you were having an affair with my wife and all that, I ended up contacting Faith's mom for the first time in years. I talked to her about what you said. She took it pretty badly, to say the least. Apparently, she went into a fit of rage and revealed everything to her husband. The whole family is freaking out and trying to get a DNA test organized for the baby to determine what's going on.
Whoa, seriously? That sounds pretty bad.
You can say that again.
So, in summary, the whole divorce situation you were hoping for has really nothing to do with me. You'll have to talk to Faith's current actual husband about it.
Yeah, right. No way in hell I can do something like that.
You don't think so?
I figured you were cheating too. I thought if both the husband and wife were having an affair, both parties could just agree to divorce with no hassle. That's the only reason I ever contacted you. And now it's all gone wrong. This is so messed up. How did this happen?
Well, one thing's for sure, I had nothing to do with any of this, so please don't come complaining to me about it.
It has everything to do with you. If you hadn't gone and blurted all of this out to Faith's mom, I wouldn't be in this mess. I had a perfect plan and you're the one who messed up everything. You hear me? This is all your fault. You've got to do something.
Do I really?
Hey, pay Faith's part of the alimony or something. You have money, right? I saw your fancy apartment.
And why would I even consider doing something like that? This has nothing to do with me.
If you don't pay it, then I'm going over to your apartment right now to make you pay it. I know where you live.
Don't bother, there's no one there.
You're lying. I won't be fooled that easily.
I'm not lying. I went back to Spain 2 days ago.
What do you mean you went back? Back to Spain?
The apartment you saw isn't even mine. It belongs to my relatives. I had to come back to the US to sort out some work-related stuff, and I brought my wife with me. So my great-uncle who owns the apartment told me I could use it instead of staying at a hotel. So basically, even if you get there, there's no one home.
So, you live in Spain now?
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes I have to come back here for work, but I've been living in Spain with my wife for 4 years now.
You've got to be making this up. What am I supposed to do now? Man, I'm so screwed.
I couldn't care less what you do. It really has nothing to do with me.
Wait a minute. Help me out here.
Goodbye, Nathan. My ex's mother told me about everything that happened next. A prenatal DNA test was carried out on Faith's unborn daughter, and the results showed that it was Nathan's baby. Her husband immediately brought in a high-flying lawyer to deal with the situation. The divorce was settled immediately, with Faith having to pay alimony to her ex-husband. Naturally, he didn't have to pay any child support to her either. Nathan married Faith just like he wanted to in the first place, and they were happy together. Or at least they told everyone they were happy. I don't know the details, but it seemed that after a lot of trouble, they ended up having to pay more alimony than they expected. I heard that Nathan and Faith ended up in debt because of that. So, in addition to working a full-time job, he had to also work a part-time job. But it turned out that having a side job was actually against company policy, and he ended up getting fired. Now they both have to work every day, regardless of weekends and holidays, doing part-time jobs or hard manual labor. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this video, please subscribe.
Hi, Izzy. How are you? It's been 2 months since we saw each other at Thanksgiving dinner. I thought we would see you on Christmas, but somehow things didn't work out and we missed you. How have you been for the last 2 months? I hope everything was okay. Hey, what are you trying to say? You sound like you wish something didn't go okay. Did you need me to say something like, "Nothing in my life worked out. I hate it"? Of course not. I was just trying to be friendly. I didn't mean to offend you. You offended me regardless of your intention. You should watch out what you're saying. Will do, Izzy. Please don't misunderstand. Why did you text me anyway? I'm 100% positive that you didn't text me to congratulate me for my son getting a job with a high salary. What else might there be for you to call me? Is there anything you want to say to me? Actually, that's exactly why I called you. Congratulations, Izzy, for David finally getting a job. It took him a while, but it's good that he got one. Even better for a high salary. It was certainly worth it to take it slow. Did you say finally? I'm sure he only took 2 years to get a job when unemployment rate is through the roof these days. Why would you say that to David? There are so many kids who stick to their parents without a job because they couldn't get one. I'm sure David has accomplished a lot. It might sound like bragging, but there's no one like my son. He can be a little spoiled sometimes because he is a free soul. Yet he has a sociology degree from such a prestigious school like Cal State San Bernardino. And most of all, he is very handsome and tall. Not to mention his nice personality that comes with his good looks. He is a pearl that shines the true worth after sitting under the mud for years. Don't you agree with me? He is just the best. I can't ask for more.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He can be one of the good ones. What do you mean, he can be one of the good ones? He doesn't have to be compared to anyone else. He is absolutely the best. Is it so hard to agree with me? You don't need to mean what you're saying. You can just pretend that he is the best. What is wrong with you?
Sure, you're right. All moms believe their kids are the best no matter what.
You should see yourself in what you're saying. You're so annoying. I understand that you're jealous of me and my son, but don't be so obvious because you're pathetic. You're so twisted that you can't be generous to your nephew for once, aren't you? You should say congratulations even if you don't mean it.
That's why I said congratulations and meant it.
So you reached out to me to congratulate me. Because you sound like you're being sarcastic.
That's not true. I genuinely wanted to express my feelings for how happy I am for David. And there's one more thing that I wanted to ask you.
Of course there is. I knew that it wasn't just about David. What is it?
I heard something about the entire family going on a trip this weekend from Sunny. I was talking to Sunny this morning to discuss what we should do for Beth's birthday when she brought it up. She said you're funding a trip to San Diego because David got a job. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. You heard right.
But you never told me about it. If it's for the entire family, then me and my husband and my kids should be included. I thought maybe you forgot to mention it to me. I wanted to confirm with you because I need to plan ahead.
I didn't forget. I just didn't know how to tell you. I wasn't sure if I should tell you or not.
Why were you not sure about it?
Well, you're always sensitive about me and my son. I didn't know how you would react if I told you David got a high-salary job. I didn't want to make you jealous. You know how David and Dane were in the same grade and went to the same school all throughout their academic years until they graduated from high school. They were in this weird position where they had to compete with each other all the time, and I was pretty uncomfortable with that. You did all you could do for Dane to go to the better college than David, but look where he ended up. He's staying at home and helping your business time to time instead of getting a real job. What was your business again? Oh, I'm sure it's so insignificant that I don't need to waste my time asking about it. Well, he went to UCLA, and it's not that much better than Cal State San Bernardino anyway. I was sure you would be uncomfortable with me and David if you found out he got a job when your son didn't. So I was debating if I should take you and Dane or not. I thought maybe I should include you guys in the trip. I thought I was being considerate, and I don't mind if you want to come with the rest of us, but I apologize if I rather offended you. I didn't mean to hurt you.
You didn't offend or hurt me at all. What would the rest of the family think if I didn't come with them for such stupid reasons that don't even make sense? I would love to go on the trip this weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
Sure thing. If you say so, I'm making reservations for you as well. Are all of you coming?
Yes, all 4 of us.
Oh, right. Your children don't have jobs, so they should have a lot of free time. I'm glad they can come with us. I'm looking forward to having a girls' night out. The guys stay at the hotel, and Beth, Sunny, you and I can go out and have our night. How do you feel about going to the bar and having some cocktails and dancing?
I guess I can do that. I've never done it, but I can try.
There you go. By the way, I'm leaving a day earlier to see my brother on the way to San Diego. He lives about an hour away in Temecula, and I wanted to stop by. Hope that's okay with you?
Definitely.
Great. It's Hilton San Diego Bayfront. I'll text you the address, and I'll see you at the lobby at 7 p.m. on Saturday.
Will do. See you then. Hi, Izzy. We're at the lobby, but I don't see any of you here.
You said it's the Hilton San Diego Bayfront at 7 p.m., right? Hi, Morgan. You just got there. Oh, no. All of us are heading back home already. What do you mean, heading back home? Didn't you say to meet you at 7 p.m.? I'm sure you said we're spending the night here and going back home tomorrow. You must be mistaken. I said to meet us on Friday night at 7 p.m. so we can spend the night here and then go back on Saturday. I'm positive you said Saturday night. You texted me and I have all of that in my phone. Why in the world are you lying about it? Oh, is that so? Maybe I said it wrong. I was supposed to say Friday, but I said Saturday? I must have been confused. You know I'm going through menopause and I'm very forgetful these days. I deeply apologize for my mistake, Morgan. I mean it when I say this, that I didn't do it on purpose. I never wanted to offend you. You must have driven hours to get there and it turned out to be for nothing. Say sorry to your husband and kids for me. Wow. You're talking a lot and making excuses. What did you say? Do you think I'm stupid that I would believe your crap? Do you think you can fool us like this? I said I didn't mean it. No, you meant every single thing from the beginning. You gave me the wrong date because you wanted to leave me behind. I'm sure you didn't want to invite me to the trip in the first place, did you? If that's what you wanted to do, why did you invite me? You should have told me that you didn't want me to be here with you. Then I wouldn't be here. I would have understood. You didn't have to play dirty. Are you happy for bullying me and making fun of me like a child? Oh well. If you're saying you knew that I didn't want to invite you, I will be straightforward with you. You're definitely right. I didn't want you to join us on the trip to begin with. Why did you want to come if you knew what I wanted? I didn't want to hurt you for something like this, so I tried to keep it a low-key that I only wanted Beth and Sunny to come with me. You were the one who texted me and begged me to take you that you wanted to come with us. I didn't text you. You texted me. I couldn't say no flat out, so I said okay. But the more I thought about it, the more I felt like it was not a right thing to do to go on a trip with you. I couldn't help it. Why is that? Did I disappoint you in some way? Why did you have to exclude me from the entire family trip? Did you really need me to spell it out for you? I didn't like you the moment I met you. I didn't like how you didn't treat me right when I'm the second highest of the family after Beth and how you had the baby in the same year as I did when you got married years later than me. Most of all, I hated that you had a son. My David was supposed to be the first, most significant boy in the family. Yet he had to share his grandparents' love with your son. So he was only able to get half of what he deserved. I hated how Dane was a little bit better. Not even a lot, on everything. Including schoolwork, extracurricular work, and eventually college. How dare Dane eat up all the praise and love from his grandparents for being just a tiny bit better than David? Listen, Morgan. I didn't want to be so frank about it, but I can't take it anymore. I hate everything about you, including your son. Thank God you had a girl after Dane that David didn't have to share or compete with his cousins any more than he already did. That's absurd! Children are gifts from God, regardless of their gender. And you were so displeased about my son? Why didn't you have a child before I did if you didn't want to have your son in the same year as I did? Go to hell! You know how I was having a hard time for 3 years to conceive a baby, and I ended up having David via IVF. How can you say that? This is why I hate you. You're bluntly saying things that might hurt people. Hey, congratulations for having a baby naturally. I'm so thankful that you didn't have to go through what I had to go through. No, that's not what I meant. You were accusing me for having my baby in the same year as you, and I don't deserve that from you. I became pregnant only after a few months of getting married and then gave birth to Dane a while later. I live my life only by God's will. But if you say that's a crime, I don't know what to say. I've been in this silent competition with you for more than 20 years. Not just 1 or 2. And you think I was happy about that? I was as miserable as you were. Yes, I was miserable, and I even blamed myself for not having a baby earlier. So what I'm saying is if you wanted to be considerate, You should have at least tried to have a baby after I had one. You could have waited. Why did you have to rush? You were ignoring me from the beginning. You didn't care how I would feel if you would have had the baby at the same time as I did. I'm supposed to be your older sister, but you didn't show a bit of respect. Why can't we be amicable? Having a cousin who is the same age and same grade should be wonderful for both of them. I don't understand why we have to compare them with everything from the moment they are born. When they were babies, you were so concerned about who walked first, who talked first, or who was potty trained first. As they grew up, you were concerned about who learned English first or who had better grades. You even had to move to Dane's school district because his was better than David's. You needed to buy everything I buy for Dane, including clothing, shoes, and toys, and you needed to get the tutor for every subject when I got Dane a tutor. What did you gain in the end after doing all of that? Did David end up going to one of the IB schools because you tried so hard? Are you bragging about yourself because Dane went to one of the top schools in the country? You're unbelievable. What was the point of him going to UCLA when he had no choice other than helping his mom's whatever business that is because he can't get any other job? I'm assuming he's helping you with the house chores like cleaning and vacuuming. And is that what you wanted for him to do after you tried so hard to get him to UCLA? This is why people say we never know what's going to happen, even tomorrow. Who would have thought that someone like David, who went to not-so-prestigious school like Cal State San Bernardino, ended up getting a high-salary job with someone like Dane, who went to such a prestigious school like UCLA, ended up being a jobless and doing dishes at home? Please tell this to David in advance so he won't get hurt later. David is not willing to help him at all. Don't pretend to be so friendly with David so he can ask for help, okay? Let him know he should make a living by himself by flipping burgers at an In-N-Out or even helping at a construction site. You're going so overboard of yourself, aren't you? Your son is not officially employed yet. You should stop with the fussing. What do you mean? He just got the letter that he passed the interview, but he didn't get the offer letter yet. He didn't submit his ID or W-2 or anything that his employer needs in order for them to officially hire him. Well, that's right. But I'm sure he's going to get the offer letter sooner than later since he passed the interview. What a buzzkill you are. You're so twisted that you can't wish your nephew well about anything, aren't you? I'm saying it because I don't think David will ever get an offer letter from them. You know why? Because I'm writing a letter right now. What the hell are you talking about? Are you insane? Who do you think you are writing to my son's employer not to accept him? You're funny. Don't be so full of yourself. They're not going to listen to you because you're nothing. Do you hate so much that David got a job and Dane didn't? Is that why you're writing a letter to them? How can you do that when he's your nephew too? Why should I write myself a letter? There's no need for that. I'm not writing to myself. I'm writing to your son to let him know that he's not getting an offer letter after all. What are you saying? I'm saying I'm the president and CEO of the company where your son had the interview. How can you be the president and CEO of anywhere? I heard you're the owner of a small business, but never heard of you being a CEO or whatever. I have no idea what you're talking about. I wasn't able to tell you because you're so jealous of every single thing I do. You're comparing me and yourself as well because you're not enough with comparing David and Dane. It's so sad that you have to do that, not realizing not everything has to be a competition. I never saw you as a competitor. You should ask David about the name of the company he applied to. He will say MD Architect and Design. I didn't ask him about the name of the company, but you're saying you're the owner of MD Architect and Design. How is that even possible? That's right. I'm the MD, Morgan Dorison. You know I majored in architecture, right? I knew how you would stress yourself and be all competitor mode if you knew I established a company. I kept it a secret for your own good. That's not wrong, is it? What do you mean by I was jealous of you? Why would I be jealous of someone like you when my husband works for one of the big four accounting firms in the country and I'm sufficient with what I have? My husband and son are more than capable, and there's nothing I should be jealous of you. Look, Izzy, your mouth is saying one thing, but your actions are saying the other. I know what you've been doing. You closely looked at my clothing, shoes, bags, and even appliances and memorized them every time you came to my house. And you couldn't help but to get the same ones as soon as you stepped out the door. Am I wrong? That was the only reason for you to come to my house every once in a while, to check out if I had anything that you didn't have and to get them immediately if there were any. Are you still saying you're not jealous of me? How in the world did you know that? David told Dane and Dane told me. He said it's his chance to get what he wants because you always go to the mall and get something the next day you come to my house. He also said you would get him anything if he brings up Dane and using his name as his excuse to get something, like if Dane has an iPhone, then you would get David an iPhone as well if he wants one. David was actually pretty excited about it, that he could get anything he wants just by bringing up Dane's name. Haven't you ever thought David might be affected in a bad way because of your jealousy and vanity? How can he grow up to be a normal person when his mom is wrapped up with jealousy from head to toe? Shut the hell up! How dare you criticize how I raise my boy when your boy barely does dishes at home because he can't get a job? You raised him so well that he ended up in your kitchen helping you with your dishes because he has all the time in the world as he's jobless, right? It's true that Dane helps me in a certain way, but I'm saying that it's not dishes or house cleaning. Is that so hard to understand for you? Dane didn't get a privilege just because he's my son, but went through a fair steps of employment process. He started as an intern and climbed all the way up to the SVP, and now he is capable of assisting me. He is an acting CEO in my absence. I'm teaching him everything I can about running MD Architect and Design so I can pass it on to him someday. I'm not expecting it to be so soon, but it will happen someday. My husband was so worried about his nephew that David couldn't get a job for a long time. So I played a nepotism and almost got him a position. But I guess I was silly. How could someone like you with the biggest self-pride be able to bear to see your son work for Dane? I should have known better. I believe it's much better to call it off here than standing against each other for being in an ugly situation later on. Absolutely not. David was so excited to get a job, and if he finds out that his employment got canceled because of me, he'll never see me again. Please forgive me this one time. You know how David had a hard time to get a job for 2 years. Your company was the only place that was going to hire him. He might leave you. He must be very upset if he finds out his mom, who urged him and pressured him to compete with his cousin for every little thing in his life since he was little, threw away his chance to be employed after being desperate for a long time. That breaks my heart. Please, Morgan. I'm saying I'm sorry. I'll never hate you or bully you or leave you out from the family event. So please hire him. Please send him an offer letter. Everything is my fault. David hasn't done anything wrong. I'm the only problem here. I'm a stupid mother who is busy using her son to prove that I was better than you. No, I don't think David working for me is bad for his sake. I'm sure that you'll give him a hard time saying, your cousin is the president of the company, and why can't you do it? How can I let him work for me when I know how things will turn out so clearly? That's not true. I will never get in his way. I'll leave him alone from now on. I'll leave you and Dane alone, too. I don't buy that. And I'm not going to see you or speak to you anymore. This is it. I was being patient and considerate for the past 20 years, but I still haven't gained your sincerity somehow. I regret that if you think I'm still not worth to be sincere after all this time. 1 decade changes things upside down. But things between you and me couldn't be changed even after 2 decades. I believe we should quit it here. No. Please don't quit on me. What would Beth think of me if brotherhood between my husband and your husband were broken because of me? What about holidays and birthdays? I can't handle all of them myself. Well, I usually paid and prepared for holidays and birthday parties, so you should be in a difficult position if I'm not there. And yet you should start acting like the oldest sister that you haven't done for the past 20 years. Shouldn't you? That's the only fair way. Besides, you're not alone. You can ask Sunny to help you. After what happened with Izzy, I visit Beth only when Izzy doesn't come and I don't see her at all. I tried my best to work it out with her for a long time, but I realized it won't ever work out. David found out what his mom did and eventually left home blaming his mom for ruining everything in his life. He was greatly wounded by his mom for comparing him with his cousin for every step of the way, and his resentment toward his mom should have piled up. It broke my heart realizing what he must have gone through for more than 2 decades. I heard that he now works for a small company in Kansas City. He moved 1,500 miles away from his mom, and thankfully, he said he is living his happiest moment that he's away from his mom interfering and meddling in his life. I feel a relief that he is satisfied with his life now. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more videos.
My back hurts so much. I don't know why it hurts so much. It can't be because of my age. Can it?
Your back hurts again? I keep telling you to get it checked out. What if it gets worse? I also feel like it could be the way you sleep funny. Or even the fact that you sit for long periods of time throughout the day.
I mean, I could go get it checked out, but I don't want to waste money. I probably just need to stick some Salompas on it and my back will be as good as new. I'm also really worried about my store. Our sales haven't improved even during the holidays. And that's when the sales should be the highest, too. What if I lose my store? I don't want to have all the financial burden fall on you.
Honey, it's okay. My side gig is still going well, so I should be able to support us for a little bit. But I really hope it doesn't come to that because I know how much that store means to you. But don't worry. I got you and I'm here for you.
Thanks, babe. I always feel so bad having to put you through this. I promised you a life where I could support you and you can live a comfortable life. I boasted about it too. I was so confident that that was something I could make happen for you. But we're here barely making ends meet.
And here you go again. I told you it's fine, babe. I'm really happy with what we have right now and where we are in life. I don't think that the way we live is disappointing or sad. Nor do I think that it's exhausting. You have to stop being so harsh on yourself for not meeting your own expectations. We're still young, babe. Things are going to get better for us, okay? Plus, we're only human, so we're definitely going to go through some trials. If life was just rainbows and unicorns, it would be so boring. We need challenges that'll help us grow into better people. So, seriously, all that to say, you got this. This time in our life is only temporary, and we'll make it through. I know we will. We got this, okay? I'm in your corner, and we'll make it through this together.
This is why I asked you to marry me. Your positivity is something I need in my life. You're just a ray of sunshine who lights up my world. You realize that it's thanks to your positive attitude and your bright personality that our child was able to grow into such a fine person. I'm so bad with words, so I don't get to tell you as often as I'd like and that you deserve to hear. But thank you so much for everything you do. And I love you to the moon and back.
I know. I love you too. Oh, side note, can you pick up Jay on your way home? There's a school festival and apparently he'll end later than usual. Actually, he should be wrapping things up right now. Could you pick him up please while I make dinner?
Oh, really? Sure. I'll go to his school to pick him up. Do you need me to pick up anything else for you on your way home?
Nope. Thank you. You're the best. See you soon.
Babe, do you happen to know how much we have left in our savings?
In our savings? I think about $300. Why? Is everything all right?
Yeah. It's just that I just got the notification to pay for the tuition at Jay's school. I was wondering why Jay came to me to ask for it, but he said he felt bad asking you about it because they raised the tuition.
What? Again? To how much?
He said it's up to $2,500 now. I'm seriously considering getting a loan. What do you think? Because even if I profit more than usual at my store, I still won't be able to pay the tuition. It doesn't even come close to $2,500. What should we do?
I mean, we could always ask your mom if she could help. That would be better than taking out loans, right? Maybe?
What? Absolutely not. We can't do that. Not over my dead body. I have the pride to be able to provide for my own family. I can't possibly ask my parents to help us financially. Nope, absolutely not.
I want you to give up the idea of asking our parents for help. I will send the money back to them if they send it. Okay, I get it. Sorry I asked. I didn't know that it was serious, but now I do, I guess. We can figure this out on our own. I really, really hate the idea of asking our parents for help, especially money. So I'm going to figure things out, okay? We can talk more about this at home. Hi, Teresa. What's this? I happened to see the letter from Jay's school that was on your kitchen table. I'm sorry for peeking, but I couldn't believe how much it was. So to help you guys out and to save you guys the trouble of having to wonder whether to ask for help or not, I'm sending you guys money. Make sure to use it for Jay's tuition. Aw, Teresa, you really didn't have to. We had a plan on how to pay for the tuition so that we didn't have to ask you or my parents for help. You guys have a plan. Of course you do. I bet the plan would fall through and you would have to ask me to help anyway. I hope you don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing this for you guys, but for Jay. He's our future, and I'd like to invest in our future. Anyway, use the money I sent for Jay's tuition, but don't tell your father-in-law. He doesn't know that I've been helping you guys. Okay. We're always so thankful for your support. I'm sorry we have to constantly rely on you for Jay. How would we ever repay you? Repay me? You can first start by making sure I don't have to keep supporting you guys. Aren't you embarrassed that you can't even do that right now? Honestly, if it wasn't for Jay being our future, aren't you embarrassed that you can't even raise him without help? Does Jay at least have enough clothes to keep him warm through the winter? His clothes? I mean, we just buy him shirts for the things he likes. We didn't really think about clothes. Are you serious? Do you hear yourself? Please tell me you've at least gone outside and looked at other kids. What did you see when you went out? It's not just stupid cartoon or video game t-shirts. Especially at the school he goes to. Appearance is everything. Although I don't expect you to understand that. Plus, it's getting colder. Please tell me that he at least has some warm jackets and sweaters that he can wear to school. Oh. Ugh, I knew it. My fears came true, and I'm so disappointed. I knew this would happen, so I sent some clothes to your house for Jay. Make sure he wears them and stays warm. We can't have him getting sick and missing too much school. Make sure you're also taking care to stay warm and not get sick. I made sure to include some clothes for you and John, so wear those. I don't want you guys wearing those thrifted clothes. That's just embarrassing for me. Don't you guys have any pride? Why are you okay with thrifting clothes? Have you talked to John about working under me? If he worked under me, he wouldn't have to struggle so much. He's so stubborn, like his old man. I have tried to talk to him about it, but he refuses to listen. But anyway, thank you so much for your help, Teresa. Hi, Mary. What are you doing today? Do you have time? Hi, Teresa. You have great timing. I was just about to text you since I didn't have anything planned today. You have superpowers or something. Oh, perfect. I need you to come with me to go get groceries. Our fridge is so empty. There's absolutely nothing to eat, and I didn't want to go shopping by myself. Good thing you're free today. You want to go shopping with me? But wouldn't Jenny be better for going shopping since she's closer? Are you talking back to me right now? Jenny is also really not helpful when it comes to shopping because she only picks what she likes. She's too picky. For household-related chores, or anything related to cooking and cleaning, you're much better than Jenny. Now that you know this, let's go shopping. Get your behind here ASAP so that we can go shopping at 4 p.m. Okay, I'll be right there. See you in a bit, Teresa. So, Teresa, did you just take me shopping to buy our groceries for us? But what about your groceries? We just ended up buying what our family needed rather than yours. Why? Do you have a problem with that? It's the holidays soon, so don't you think it's important that you guys have enough food? Especially what you want to eat? Oh, but don't get the wrong idea. I want to emphasize that I didn't do this for you, but for Jay. He's going through a growth spurt, so it's important that he has enough food to eat. It's not for you, but for Jay, okay? Oh, and don't bother coming over to our house this Thanksgiving. Oh, but how come? We haven't come over as a family in so long. So we were hoping to come this Thanksgiving so that you could at least see Jay once this year. I'm sure you're itching to see him. Especially since it's been so long since you last saw him. Don't worry. It's important that Jay can focus on school. He needs to be able to stay home to keep studying. High schoolers don't want to be bothered about going to family gatherings. He'd probably be too stressed about the back and forth traveling. As for seeing Jay, I can always make a trip out of going to see him. I want you to know that I don't expect you guys to come for Thanksgiving. I want you to focus on what Jay wants to do. If it's to stay home and study or rest, let him have that. Make sure to enjoy the food that I bought you. I mean, I don't care that you finish it or have leftovers, but make sure that Jay gets to eat what he wants. Make sure to have him as your priority, no matter what. Thank you for always making sure that we have everything and taking care of us. If you know that you need to repay me, just make sure to put that energy into raising your son. He needs all the attention, and a good parent makes sure to raise their child into becoming a great person. Anyway, I need to go rest. That was a long drive up to you. It's been a while since I drove that much. Oh, yes, of course. Please rest. Thank you so much for today and for helping us with our groceries. Oh man, I'm in trouble. What? Why? What happened? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Nothing happened to me, but my truck just decided to break down today. Maybe it's because it's so old. It worked perfectly fine until a few days ago. But it decided it didn't want to start today of all days. I don't understand why it's being so finicky. What? It won't start. That's the first time it happened. But if your truck won't start, how would you work? I know. It's a problem. I'm kind of panicking because this has never happened. And we haven't had good business in a while, so it's important that I keep going to work. And even my trusty truck decides to be very temperamental today, so I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. I really don't know what to do. I'm going crazy. Oh no. It really is a problem. I wish I could help somehow. It's okay. Don't worry. I'll figure something out. That's the least I can do. I don't want to worry you too much, okay? Hi, Teresa. I really don't like having to ask you this, but can we borrow some money? We're kind of in an emergency. Huh? Well, that's a first. You coming and asking me for money. You never wanted to ask for money and even refused to accept the money I gave you. What happened? It must be really bad if you came to me to ask for help. I mean, it's not that bad as if someone got hurt, but it is kind of an emergency. It's John's truck. He needs it for work, but it won't start. We're not sure why, but we think it might be because it's so old. And the only person that we can think of right now because it's an emergency is you. I'm really sorry for coming to ask you for help and bothering you. I knew that junk car would cause trouble eventually. Why didn't you guys listen when I said to change it to a newer model? I can't help you right now, but try asking Jenny for help. I handed over being a building manager to someone else, so I don't have any more money to give you guys. What? Ask Jenny? Why would I ask her? Yeah, ask Jenny. I handed over the building manager position to Jenny because I don't have the energy to manage multiple buildings. Plus, she was the one who came up to me saying that she would take over and help me, so I just handed it over. So ask Jenny for help. I'm sure she'll gladly help you and John. She is such a sweet daughter-in-law, so I'm sure she'll be nice to you guys too. Are you uncomfortable asking someone younger for help? If that's the case, I can ask for you. Especially if your pride's on the line. No, it's okay. Thank you for letting me know. I'll ask her for help. Thank you again. Hi, Jenny. It's been a while. How are you? Who is this? Do I know you? Oh, you didn't have my number saved? It's me, Mary. I'm married to John. Oh, hi! Sorry about that, Mary. I just recently changed my phone, so I don't have everyone's contact in my phone anymore. But what's up? How are you? You never text or call me. About that. I really don't like having our first chat in a while being about this, but I kind of really need your help with something. Could I borrow some money from you? Money? What money? Do you need money? Yeah. It's a long story, but long story short, we have a truck for our business, but it's acting up right now. It won't start, and we think that it's really broken this time. So we are hoping to replace it. But the problem is that we don't have much in our savings. So I was hoping you could help us out a little. Oh man, that sucks for you. Aren't you embarrassed asking me for help? Someone younger at that. If it was me, I wouldn't be able to ask anyone for help because I'd rather die than to ask someone for help. But you guys run a business? What kind of business requires you guys to have a truck? Oh, yeah. We sell fruit from our truck. So it's essential that we have a working truck so that we can transport it, and so that we can sell it from our truck. I really wasn't planning on asking you for help since I know that you don't like being asked for favors, but your mom told me to ask you for help. Especially since you took over managing the buildings that Teresa used to own. Yep, that's right. Mom looked like she was having a hard time managing the buildings. Because we saw that she was having a hard time, we decided to step in to offer our help to her. We told her that we'd manage the buildings for her. So, we make sure that everyone pays their rent on time. Sometimes even going in person to ask them for rent. We didn't know that it was this much work. So I guess this is what it's like to be an owner and manage buildings. But Sarah, do you even have enough money to buy a truck when Jay's art school tuition is so much? How are you managing your finances if you're constantly borrowing money? Especially tuition. Isn't that a lot of money that you don't have? Our finances are our business, so don't worry about it. Thanks for your concern. But all those aside, we're kind of in a bind, so as much as I hate asking you for money, could we borrow money? If you can't, I understand. Could you just let me know so that we can figure something out? Man, I don't understand you guys. Even though you guys are tight and barely making ends meet, and yet you decided to send your son to an art school. That's why you guys are living paycheck to paycheck and struggling so much. Poor people are stubborn in weird ways. And they are so bad at managing their finances. Honestly, Sarah, all this to say, we did recently change our car, so we have one that we're not using. It's this one. So if you want, you can use this one. We don't need it anymore anyway. That's a sports car. We can't sell fruit from a car like that. Thanks, though. Oh, you're right. Sorry about that. I'm so used to only driving those kinds of cars that I forgot that there are other kinds of cars for other purposes. But I mean, you can take that car and sell it. You can use that money to buy a new truck. I don't care what you do with it. If you guys are really tight on time, and especially right now if the truck is your livelihood, don't you think that that's what you should do? Just take the car and sell it. Actually, it's okay. We'll figure something out. Thanks so much for offering your car and offering to help. It means a lot. Are you sure? Man,
And here I was offering to help you come up with a solution, but you just shoot my idea down like it's nothing. Sarah, let me give you this one advice as someone who really likes you and looks up to you. And also, please know that I really care for you and worry for you and your family. Poor people need to know their limits and stay in their lane. You should be able to acknowledge your limits and live life appropriately. It doesn't matter how skilled or talented you are in something. You can't force it or even go boasting about it to support the talent when you don't even have the financial means to support and grow the talent. That's what I realized as I gained life experience. And because I realized this sooner, I was able to come to manage buildings.
Wow. I'm kind of speechless right now. You're bragging as if the buildings you are managing are yours. Are you sure about that? They're all Teresa's. Where do you get the confidence to talk and brag as if they belong to you?
I mean, when Mom dies, it'll all be ours. So I'm not wrong. If only she handed over the buildings sooner, I could have made more profit to make sure that we have stable income sooner.
I think you have the wrong idea. It's all in your head, Jenny. The only reason you're managing the buildings is because my husband doesn't like asking her for help. Honestly, those buildings wouldn't be yours under the eyes of the law anyway because it's rightfully John's. This naivety is kind of cute now that I look at it. I always thought you were a decent person since I didn't get to really talk to you much. But now that we've had a proper conversation, I can really see what kind of person you are. You really are the lowest of the low.
What are you talking about? What law and what rights? Since we're the ones managing the buildings, it's rightfully ours. And do you really want to see who the lowest is? Should we ask the world to judge who is lower than the other? Will it be me or you? You're so funny, Sarah.
Oh wow, you really don't know anything. You think because you manage the building it's legally yours? I've never heard something so dumb in my life. Don't worry about me asking for money in the future because there won't be any more.
That sounds great! I really don't want to see your face nor hear from you ever again, too.
At least we agree on something. John, look at this! Tell me this is all a dream! What's happening?
What am I looking at? I don't know what's happening either. Can you explain?
So, you know how today Jay was having his senior exhibition? Well, because of my work conflicts, I wasn't able to go to his recital. Apparently, these people came up to Jay after his performance and gave him their business cards. They all saw how talented he was and his potential. They all wanted to take him under their wing so that they could train him and grow him into a great artist.
What? Are you serious? Please tell me you're being serious.
They even told him that of all the other students who were graduating, he was especially talented. They were impressed with his musical talent. And guess what? I just got a call not too long ago from Jay's principal. Apparently, there were inquiries asking to interview Jay. I don't know what's happening, but this is amazing. I'm not dreaming, right? It's actually happening, right?
Wow. Look at RJ. We thought he was talented, but didn't know to what extent. Sometimes I was doubtful because I thought we were just seeing things because we were his parents and we wanted to support his dreams. But I'm glad all our hard work to support Jay paid off. Well, I guess I'll wrap up my workday here for now so that we can celebrate. I'll be home soon after organizing some things. Are you with Jay right now?
Yeah, I'm with Jay. And we're here kind of freaking out together.
Okay. Don't celebrate too much without me. I'll be home soon.
Hi, Jenny. I saw the article about Henry. I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed by him. Who knew that a senior in high school had such skills? He was able to drink and drive, and in the process, he caused a massive car accident, killing one on impact. Wow. Just wow. And it seemed like that wasn't all there was to his charges. He made things blow up in lockers, he stole things from gym locker rooms. His actions are so special that it's actually on the front page of every newspaper. How cool is that? You must be so proud of Henry.
Shut your mouth. Who do you think you are that you can talk about my Henry like that? You have quite the balls to be able to say things like that and acting all happy.
You're so funny. You think I'll stop talking just because you tell me to shut my mouth? Ha! I don't plan on listening to you anytime soon. So, you know how you would always badmouth my family and the way we lived? Or even just the fact that you look down on us? Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. This is karma getting back at you. Oh, I also heard about your husband. Apparently, he made a mess at his company, so he is also on the news all over the company website as well as on other news reports. Apparently, he embezzled money from the company and also manipulated the stock prices. I'm kind of really impressed and surprised at how your husband and son can be the way they are at the price of your reputation. I guess that means that I won't be able to see you in a while. You probably can't even leave the house because of how embarrassed you are. But imagine all the paparazzi and the attention you get. You like that, right? Attention?
Seriously? You really won't keep your mouth shut? Haven't you learned when it's polite to stop talking? You're awfully confident just because your son got lucky and started becoming sought after. All that confidence, I bet, is just bravado because you have nothing better to do or to show others. But the fact never changes. You are the poorest of the poor. Practically homeless. Seriously, you guys have nothing. Nothing! You don't even have money to buy a truck, for goodness sake. Don't you remember how you had to come to me asking for money? You were literally begging at my feet. All of a sudden, here we are, with you acting as if you didn't beg for money. All because your son got lucky.
You're right. This whole situation is quite something. Absolutely unexpected. But you're right. We had no money. The difference was that we didn't try to scam people out of their money, embezzle anything, nor lie on our reports about our stocks. We did our best living as honestly as possible. I'm not talking about just your son and husband. You're in on the mix of horrible people too. You took over Teresa's business so that you could use up all the money without any payoff for her. Clearly, your brain is for decoration only. There's nothing in your skull that could be called a brain. Maybe just cotton. It's time to wake up and face reality, Jenny. Wake up! This world doesn't revolve around you. I guess the thing at your husband's company and your son's arrest is a sort of rude wake-up call. Good luck! Hi, Teresa. How are you? I wanted to check in after hearing all the news about Jenny's husband and son. Ugh, my head hurts. What is all this nonsense about embezzlement and car accident with underage drinking? I don't know if I can take hearing any more bad news. I guess this is punishment for having such bad temper and not being kinder. And now that I'm older, I can't really do anything. Oh, Teresa, please don't say that you're getting punished. You did absolutely nothing wrong. This is not punishment for you. All the things in the news about Jenny, her husband, and her son are on them. Please don't blame yourself for this. I should have realized what kind of people they truly were when they offered to take my buildings off my hands. Why didn't I see that Jenny was such a sly, conniving fox of a person? I should have known all she wanted was the money and inheritance. She didn't care for me at all, nor did her husband. They just cared about money. They were blinded by it. Just thinking about her and her husband just infuriates me. They deserve to be punished in the worst way possible. Please stop blaming yourself or getting upset over them. They're not worth the energy. Plus, you didn't know their true intentions until now. I didn't know either, so I can kind of understand how you feel. Oh, on a more positive note, I saw Jay's interview on TV. I heard that he was signed on to a great entertainment company. I'm so glad that at least one of my family members is doing okay. I'm happy for you guys. It's all because of how hard you guys worked. Oh, no. Please, it was all thanks to all the support you gave us when we were struggling to pay for Jay's tuition. If it wasn't for your support and all the clothes you sent us, and even the shopping you did for us, Jay probably would have had to drop out of school because of how incompetent we were as parents. All this good fortune? Jay's interview and being able to enter the entertainment industry. It's all thanks to you, Teresa. Seriously, thank you. What are you talking about? Like I said before, It's all your guys' hard work paying off. You guys had to live frugally to support Jay in his dream to be a musician. And it paid off. All I did was constantly nag you, berate you, and even look down on you. I did nothing for you guys. You can't say that I did anything. I was such a horrible mother-in-law to you, always giving you a hard time.
Please don't say that. You were never a horrible mother-in-law. I never thought that for a moment. I knew that you said and did all those things for our sake. You did it out of love, not hate. I get it, since you were showing how much you loved us in your own way. Thank you so much for being RJ's supporter and for helping him through school. Now it's our turn to pay back all that we have received from you.
You are honestly an angel. Thank you for your kind words. I'll also work on being kinder to you and more loving. I will do my best to become someone that you are proud to introduce to others as your loving mother-in-law.
Jay's talents were recognized by others, and after graduation, he signed on with a great entertainment company as their newest musician. Ever since then, our financial situation became a little more stable. As for Jenny, the news of her husband embezzling from the company and manipulating the stock market, as well as her son driving without a license drunk, has taken a huge toll on her reputation. Teresa handed over the control for the buildings to me so that I can manage it for her instead of Jenny. I remember hearing a saying about how the more you have, the more humble you should live. And it is honestly something I can't help but agree with wholeheartedly. We are also trying to pay back Teresa for all her help while Jay was growing up. We will be staying close by so that if she ever needs anything, we'll be there to help her. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to see more content.